we're going to go into comics. Have you read any of the Future State comics?
I read all of them, actually.
Okay, good. You read all of them. I read two
All
of
of
them.
them so far.
I read two of them and watched two videos on the two Batman titles. I read the two that interested me the most. I read, which was Wonder Woman and Justice League. So far, I'm liking Yara Flor as Wonder Woman. She's interesting. She's very
Oh yeah, she's awesome. I really like her.
very brash in comparison to Diana. She's very aggressive in her approach. She likes to do things by force. And so far in the story, spoiler alert again, we're gonna spoil everything we've read so far. She's like going to Hades to get her sister back, and she's also going there to fight Hades himself, which is interesting. I'm excited to see that goes. Also, her design is gorgeous. It looks great.
Oh yeah.
The art in that comic itself is just, mwah, it's great. In Justice League, the team in Justice League Future State consists of Jonathan Kent, Yara Flor, Jonathan Kent Superman, obviously, Yara Flor, Wonder Woman, Tim Fox is Batman, Joe Million as Green Lantern, Andy Curry as Aquawoman, and Jess Chambers as the Flash. So, out of those, I actually coincidentally was reading up on Joe Million, Green Lantern, just randomly because I think I just saw like a drawing of her and I just like the way she's designed and I wanted to learn a little bit more about her. Most definitely it was because I was like, oh, a Black Green Lantern, let me read more. And she's interesting. She's obviously meant to look like Janelle Monáe, the writer and artist said that themselves. And her design, all in all, is just really cool. She's another well-designed character. But speaking of designs, I don't like Jonathan Kent's design. I don't like his suit. I feel like they should have stuck with his what is it called? The suit that they gave him, like the older version of him already. I like that suit. I feel like they should have kept that or changed it a little bit. I don't like the way his suit looks. What do you think about his suit? I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it.
I love his suit, actually. I really, really love his suit.
I'm not a fan of it.
Like, his suit's probably one of my favorite Superman suits.
The one right
so
now?
Far. I really love it. Yeah.
Yeah,
the Future State suit. Yeah, I love it.
Like, I'm not mad that
I love it so much.
Like, I don't mind it not having a cape. I just think that the rest of it is just, I don't know, it's odd. And it just doesn't work for me.
It works so well for me. It's everything I love about a suit. It's the designs, the angles, the colors cut in perfectly. I love it. Yeah, I love it. And it looks very utilitarian. Like, I really like it. Despite
the fact that this new Justice League is not supposed to fraternize, all of them fraternize constantly. And they have...
Except Batman.
Yeah, except for Batman and...
Except Batman, which I love, because it's the most typical Batman thing. Like, it doesn't matter who Batman is, he's not there. He's not sticking out.
Yeah, I love it. Green Lantern a little bit herself as well, because she decided to stay behind. She's more of the detective in this group than Batman is.
I wanted to talk about that. I want to talk about Green Lantern being more of a detective than Batman. I was talking to, because I have a group chat with a bunch of friends about like DC Comics and stuff, and we were talking about the Future State titles, and I found it very interesting how Joe is a better detective than Tim is, and from that, as well as the Future State Batman title, I think they're making Tim Fox a lot less cerebral than Bruce is, but a lot more physical. Like, when you read Batman, he's definitely putting a lot, like, he's fighting almost every single, he's either fighting or running the entire comic that he is in the Batman suit, and he's not doing a lot of, like, thinking or anything like that, which isn't a bad thing, because it's like, there's not a lot of space for him to think in the situations he's in those issues, but he's not,
it's also a good way to,
like, we haven't,
I was just saying, a good way to differentiate him from the type of Batman that Bruce was.
Oh, yeah, man. Bruce Wayne is very much so a thinker. Like, he'll outsmart every situation. And, like, Tim Fox is very clearly not stupid, like, from what we see. He's very clearly not stupid, but he's definitely a lot more physical than Bruce is. And even in Justice League, when we see him, and I swear to God, this is, like, one of the most Daredevil poses I can, like, that I think about, especially, like, modern Daredevil. But when Yara and John are talking on the roof, and Joe's over at the crime scene, and Flash and Aquaman are over at her house, they are like they're all fraternizing except for Joe. Joe's doing work. Batman is sitting there, like the top of his suit off, like on the bed behind him. He's just sitting there with his head in his hands like this, like Sasuke pose. And it's just like it's like the most daredevil, like getting beat up every night, but like going back out there because he's angry and just wants to keep going and punching people. Like that's instantly what I thought of. And so I'm like, we don't have a lot of information on Tim Fox yet, but like inferring like from what we know about it, it's gonna be really interesting. I'm really interested. I'm really excited to see where he goes as a character.
Yeah, this really showed their dynamic, despite the fact, like I said, they're not supposed to be fraternizing. They all fraternize except for Joe and Tim. And even John came in and like told Jess to like scan the crime scene, and I forget which one of them said it, but they were like, "This isn't very like they don't work in like."
Yeah, that was it was Batman. That was another thing I really liked is that Batman. Tim snuck up on Green Lantern, which I'm just like, anybody sneaking up on Green Lantern is insane. And he literally, like, he snuck up on her because she was like, I told you not to sneak up on me. And I was like, yo, he just snuck up on Green Lantern, but he was like, this isn't Barry Allen. This is, everyone has a first crime scene. And I was like, yo, that's really crazy because, like, really not Barry Allen. Like, yeah, no, that I really like the differentiations they're going for with these characters.